This is Commando, Colin Gent, reporting in. The target is busy with wedding preparations, but no signs of bees.
Good to know. Keep us updated. What about you, Rhino Butler?
Currently, Princess Heather P. Blossom is trying to ship AJ and Rarity. No signs of bee activity.
Alright. Alan, what are you on Quillstroke?
She's just buying more socks. There's no bee activity here.
Okay. Deadbeard, how's Lightning Bliss?
I assume she's fine.
What do you mean assumes?
Well, it's kind of hard to tail her when she, lives in an alternate dimension.
Why not just send me to go after her?
Satan, you're weak to the elements of Harmony's power, and he's only gathered more of them since the last time you fought him. Or did you forget your left arm deal?
But my arm's practically healed now. Look, I don't even need the brace anymore.
I'm sorry, Satan, but unless we find a way around that little weak spot of yours, you're benched.
Damn it, fine. Guess I'll just go back to hell then.
Hope you don't take it too personally.
Hey, boss, welcome back.
Hi, Carl.
Oh, geez, what's the matter, boss?
You ever just feel like you've been Yamcha'd?
What do you mean, boss?
Well, my friends are in trouble and there's nothing I can do about it. At least not the way I am now.
But you can do anything, boss. You're the Prince of Darkness.
I know, that's the problem! Damn it, first it was that business with St. Michael, and now this. Why am I so weak?
Well, sir, it might be presumptuous of me, but how much of your pride are you willing to swallow for your friends?
I have a sudden feeling that shit's about to get real. This is 246 great. The episode begins at the School of Friendship, where the Princess of Exposition herself, Twilight, explains what's going on. They're starting a buckball team, and their first opponents are going to be from the School of Magic, run by Princess Celestia, where Pinkie Pie lets it drop that she's always known that Celestia was a jock all along. And just because this is the first thing that came to mind and I thought it was funny, here's a picture of what I thought was funny.
Yeah!
So Twilight and her buckball posse head to the not-as-built-as-it-could-be arena, where Twilight instructs them that they're going to be teaching the kids on how to play buckball. And Fluttershy has a near panic attack over the thought. This feels like a Season 1 Fluttershy, not a Season 9. But Twilight has utmost confidence in them because they're the best buckball players in Equestria. That face will never get out of my mind. And then she calls Rainbow Dash, who she gives the all-important task of being the coach of the cheerleading squad. And Rainbow Dash is not that excited about it. In fact, she's not only not very excited, she's actively trying to get out of it because she doesn't know what it means to be a cheerleader? That doesn't sound like it's possible. And don't mince my words here. I literally mean it is impossible for her not to know what a good cheer is. Here's some examples. In one episode, we see that Rainbow Dash has had her parents cheer her on her entire life. In earlier episodes, we see that Rainbow Dash has a freaking fan club dedicated to her, cheering her on. Hell, she even taught Fluttershy in Season 1 in one of the most trademarked Rainbow Dash episodes where she did the Sonic Rain Boom for the first time. She encouraged Fluttershy to cheer. She knows the importance of cheering. I don't understand why they think that she just doesn't know in this episode. Well, Rainbow Dash isn't alone in this endeavor, as we see Snips, who wants to help coach the team himself, but for his own personal reasons, as he's found a market to making bits with selling merchandise for Buckball. I admit that his reasoning for wanting to help out is entirely selfish, but at least he has motives and goals. Rainbow Dash just doesn't seem like she cares. Now, I will have to ask everybody, don't blame Snips for any of this. True, he's in it for his own selfish reasons, but it's completely understandable. He wants to just simply merchandise and earn a quick buck. If we blamed him, we'd have to blame all of YouTube's content creators for wanting to monetize their videos or sell art pieces while advertising their own stuff. it would be incredibly hypocritical to blame Snips for doing what he's doing. But I will be hating on this episode regardless. Well, we cut to the cheer squad where we meet two new faces. These two. I honestly don't know their names. I know that I like them. I know that they have good personalities. I literally don't know their names. This episode's cock is drilled so far into my brain that all I can imagine is hate for this episode. And that's sad, because I want to like these two. Regardless, 3 of the new main 6 show up, and they want to be part of the cheer squad. And everybody is super excited for what Rainbow Dash has to offer, and she's leaving. Wow. She literally just ditched them in order to watch the game. But it's okay, because they're going to show what they can do. And they're terrible. Yeah, they have no direction or have any idea what they're doing. And Rainbow Dash still doesn't care. Hell, she's not even watching. She's just encouraging them and then bails. What the hell, Rainbow Dash? You know what? Element of loyalty card revoked. This is just bullshit. Well, Snips isn't giving up without a fight, as he literally does everything in his power, begging, pleading, doing anything he can to get Rainbow Dash to stay and help them out. Even if it's for his own selfish interest, of course. But then Rainbow Dash, you know what, you got it, and ditches him again. Ugh, we cut to Snails being awesome, as Rainbow Dash is watching the wrong team play. And Smolder rightfully calls her out on this, showing exactly what Snips is doing to the team, as he's advertising more than training. But Rainbow Dash has no problems with it, and Smolder rightfully calls her out on her BS, and says, help them or else. And so what does she do? Well, she grabs Snails, and he's just being awesome. And they go through some weird Snails training, and during the blindfold, she tries to run away again? Can you guys excuse me for a second? I gotta make a quick call. Hey, Discord. Yeah, Discord. You remember that thing you did all the way back in Season 2? You know, when you first showed up? Yeah, did you happen to do that to Rainbow Dash again? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure, because this Rainbow Dash in this episode is completely out of character. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't have anything to do with it. Okay, love you. Bye-bye. So Rainbow Dash, once again, doesn't see anything wrong with just completely ditching her friends and the 2 awesome ponies in the background. But Snails gives some sage advice and says, why not get Rainbow Dash's main clique to help? And that's what she does. Pinky, Rarity, and AJ all contribute a little bit of something, and Sakura. Huh, I didn't think that they were that good of friends, but... oh well, it's good to see her again. So Rainbow Dash returns, very moodily, and gives them all new stuff. And they're actually pretty excited about it. But she thinks that's enough to help them? Okay, the new stuff will help them, but they still need a coach, Rainbow Dash. And she ditches them again! Jesus Christ, lady! Okay, maybe Chrysalis is trying that mean 6 thing again, and this Rainbow Dash completely got I don't know. There's no explanation for this. Why is Rainbow Dash acting this way? So Rainbow Ditch goes to Pinky and Fluttershy, as they're super excited about what she's done with the team. And so they go and prepare to see a sideshow, and they still suck. Utterly, epically, and chaotically. And even Pinky has to make a jab that says, yeah, they kinda suck. And Rainbow Dash isn't even acknowledging their existence. They're all pissed, and she still sees nothing wrong with what she's not doing. Jesus, Rainbow! I am really sorry for the lack of comedy in this episode, I really am. But it's episodes like this that make me want to tear my hair out. I haven't seen an episode this bad since Season 8. And I think we all know which episode I'm talking about. So we later cut back to the School of Friendship, as they're trying to get Rainbow Dash once again to try and train them. And Rainbow Dash makes the worst comment possible at this point, saying that no one cares about cheerleading, which causes Yona, Best Yak, to cry and run away, the two best ponies in this episode to completely ditch Rainbow, and even Solace just snaps and runs off crying by herself. But Smolder is finally fed up with this shit and calls Rainbow Dash out on all of her bullshit, saying they don't want just stuff, they want a coach. They want someone to help them. And who better than the most enthusiastic pony in Equestria? But she's only enthusiastic about the things she likes. And she just wants them to be one of the things she likes and is enthusiastic about. And she runs off too, leaving Rainbow Dash to her thoughts. Okay, I didn't want to have to say this. And believe me, it is with great pain and great adversity to me to say this. But She-Ra Season 2 has written circles around this episode. Yeah, you want to bring the heat on this one? Come on, bring the heat. She-Ra Season 2 is better than this episode. So Rainbow Bitch-Ass realizes how royally she fucked her friends and decides she wants to make a plan to make things right. So she has Snips gather all the teams from whatever task they happen to be doing at the time, whether it's training, napping, or more napping, gathering together in the field just so she can apologize. They of course call her BS and try to leave, but Rainbow Dash does everything in her power to try to make things right and get them motivated to be the best cheer squad they can. And of course they, I guess, forgive her, which was a stupid decision, but whatever. As Rainbow finally does her fucking job and trains the cheerleading squad and get them up to performance on par. Is this episode over yet? So the day of the Buckball event happens as we see continuity in butterfly-winged unicorns. Wait, so this episode remembers butterfly-winged unicorns, but it can't remember the most iconic Rainbow Dash Fluttershy scene in Season 1? They're in the same episode! Okay, calm down. The episode's almost over. Celestia does this, and Rainbow Dash is freaking out, but it doesn't matter about her freaking out, because the cheerleading squad is, for some reason, completely flawless. And everybody cheers for them, everybody yay, yeah, it's a happy ending, blah, blah, blah. Rainbow Dash admits her solace, and Celestia is encouraging, and Twilight took a page from Discord's book and set this whole thing up so Rainbow Dash could learn a friendship lesson? Dude, the fuck? Oh, whatever, the episode's over. And that was 246 great. Joker, care to explain my thoughts?
It was awful! A travesty! A human rights violation! I had to go and watch Green Lantern again just to wash away the stench of that incoherent abomination.
See, I knew there was a reason that we invited him last episode. But regardless, this episode was just asinine. Rainbow Dash acted completely out of character. And this whole story is complete bullshit and setup and cliched as hell. I do not take joy in an episode where I have to compare it to She-Ra and say She-Ra is superior. Fucking She-Ra Season 2 is superior to this. And it was just cringy as fuck. Oh, I actually had to stop this episode just to watch some anime to cheer myself up, and I did not want to come back to it. That's how painful this was for me. This is bad. So, with the first real stain on Season 9 that we've gotten, this is the Cartoon Gentlemen, the organizers of Chaos as Vintage Kings. Hopefully the next episode won't give me a tumor.
The troops are ready to advance. We only wait for your orders.
Excellent.
Though, where would we be able to find this lightning bliss?
That's where things get a little tricky. Lightning Bliss lives in the dimension of alicorns. In other words, not in this plane of existence. Fortunately, we have a workaround. Hoo-hoo! I love this thing! Now, let's go ahead and pay this cutie a visit and show who the real adorable one is around here.